Welcome to Bullet Point. We are your hosts. I'm EP.
I'm JM.
Every week we're going to talk about competitive shooting and everything around it.
So, if you are a beginner, enthusiast, or just plain curious, this is your show.
You can easily connect with us, guys, through PHLV Radio Facebook page, Bullet Point Facebook page, or simply email us at bulletpointmediaproduction@gmail.com.
Now, don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel so you can get the latest episodes of Bullet Point. Are you ready?
Stand by. All right, JM. How was the weekend?
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
We were shooting.
I know, right? Of course.
Yes.
What else is new?
I know, right? It's always good when we're in the range.
Oh yeah. You know, it's different. But
Even
you
if
know,
it's hot.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking about hot, right?
Yes.
NRG, the best weather, with all those trees.
Yeah,
oh
trees,
my God.
the breeze.
I love the breeze, right?
The breeze.
Kudos to Ate Marisa and Boss Jojo.
And Tita Jojo.
All right.
Always good.
Shout out, guys. All right. See you again next week.
Yes. We'll go register.
Let's do it. All right. Our topic for tonight, Jam.
It is the 2025 handgun, factory handgun nationals.
Wow.
You know,
That sounds scary.
so yeah, no, it was a fun weekend. I think I was you know, as soon as I got to relax after shooting, I was on my IG and Facebook, kind of get some updates and see who has taken the title or who's leading. Or
I love watching them in YouTube too. You know? So we pulled up a little bit of this videos in YouTube. We can share it to everybody.
We're going to share that in a bit.
Yeah, let's look at that one. So, you know, that was from June 25th to the 29th, right?
Yes.
So where's this at?
In lovely Marengo, Ohio.
Wow. Cardinal Shooting Center.
Yes. So I think I've seen a couple videos, and it was raining.
Oh, it was, right?
Some of the days that they're shooting. So always fun stuff when you're raining. And, you know, it's raining there, and trying to make sure that, you know, you can see the sights or the red dot. You know,
yes,
so.
That's right. I could see all those. Well, that's a good challenge.
Yes, it is. And we also had some of our shooting friends from other places that went there and competed. So hope you placed well,
guys. This is the most thrilling and competitive factory gun nationals in USPSA history.
Yep,
that's what it is. You know, this was sponsored by powerhouse brands like SIG SAUER, of course, and Vortex Optics.
Yep.
You know? So the 2025 nationals actually showcased a lot of great stages, world record breaking performances, elite level competition. I like that. I want to be part of it. And of course, celebration of innovation in firearms and optics. Right? So
unlike the traditional race gun matches, right, which will happen in what is that, October? Yeah. This is dominated by, the race gun is dominated by custom guns and whatnot, right? So factory nationals or factory gun nationals just kind of hones in and spotlight shooters from out of the box firearms. So we've talked about this from our previous episodes and different classes and divisions, especially the firearms that you want to compete in. So this is mainly carry optics, production, limited, and also you have revolver divisions as well. And it's these matches kind of make sure that your fundamentals. Consistency is the key there, and just brings out the shooter's raw skills.
That's tough, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're using a factory gun.
Right.
The recoil management. Oh my God, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah. No.
How many stages?
There are 21 stages.
Wow, that's a lot, right?
Yeah. 21 stages. They're pushing every competitor out there. With it to its limits. It's really a true proving ground of your grit of mass.
We all came from factory guns.
Yeah, we did.
You remember those days, huh?
Yeah.
So they have about 532 competitors across all of those divisions that you said: Care Optics, Production, Single Stack, Revolver, open divisions.
Yeah, no, it's no.
Factory gun, right?
Factory guns. These are all just factory guns.
And as you mentioned, 21 stages.
Yeah.
There are a couple of stages that I watch.
Yeah.
They call it "I shot the no shoot."
Yeah.
I like the titles, right?
It's always the titles are always cool on big state, area matches and nationals or level 3 matches. They name it pretty cool.
Like dad jokes, I don't know. Slide lock funk.
Yeah. Some of those, they make it funny.
Take me down to A Zone City. Oh, I love that.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
So those are 21. They have 21 dynamic stages, guys. Right?
Yeah. And aside from that, they also have some great table prizes and cash prizes too.
I love that. Next year, let's do it.
Let's try next year. Let's buy a gun first.
Factory.
Factory
we have to buy one first. But guys, this year's nationals wasn't just about accuracy. It was about control. But under pressure. That's a lot to talk about. This under pressure. How can you control your gun, your mental state? Oh my God, everything's there, right?
Yeah, no, and including like raw speed. And especially like mastering the recoil.
So I was saying that's
on
hard.
Your guns, especially like the limited division, with only factory guns and optics in some of them.
That's tough, but those were the days for me. 2025 Factory Gun National Champions. Who are the winners for this year?
Yeah, no, I think on the carry optics, none other than Christian Seiler.
Yeah,
that's dominating that.
His I don't know, whatever gun maybe he uses.
It's whatever gun.
It's gonna be there, So 1,938 points.
Yeah. Wow.
Total hit factor. That's a lot. Oh well, it's a minor, right?
Yeah.
Power factor for carry optics.
Right. And then production, we have Shannon Smith.
Okay. There you
go. And winning that division, and then let's see. Well, even I think on limited we have Joey Sauerland that took the title.
The title too.
Yeah. He took that
he's
title
good
too.
I watch his videos. I learn from him too. So
yeah.
Okay, so those are our champions for the for this year. Top overall performances. I was looking at the top overall performance, right?
Yeah,
but look at this. There's about 532.
Yeah.
The first 200 are all grandmasters and masters.
Yeah. No, and looking at these results, right? So keep in mind, September coming up is the handgun World Shoot.
Yes.
That will be in South Africa.
Yes.
So all of these are in preparation for that match, because some of these folks are going to be there. And I can
definitely
see the names.
You can see them, right?
I can see the names that reflects the U.S. delegate as well.
I'm looking at the names. Some of them are not familiar, but definitely they're top 10. They're good,
Yeah. No, you have Christian Seiler, JJ Ricasa,
JJ's there.
John Begler, Jay Beal, Nathan Barnes, Shannon Smith. Those are familiar names in my book.
Okay, I'm gonna get to know them soon. But the thing here, the diversity, guys, is very inspiring.
Yeah.
Minor power factor shooters going head to head with some major class competitors.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's tough. And then Christian Seiler, as I've said, he's shooting minor.
Yeah, give him a revolver and he'll win the overall match too.
But all of these people, guys, the players, showcase not just their technical skills, but the elite level of consistency across all of these 21 stages. And you would see, speaking about consistency, you will see same names at the top of this. Keep on winning different divisions, right? So I just love looking at them. So the graphic tells the story behind all of those trophies that you get. Points, hit factors, the percentage that reflect months of training and minutes of perfect execution. Every morning when I do dry fire, I was wondering how many hours are these people doing?
So what do they do? What I can tell you is they have a lot of live fire practices, on, and we see them on social media. But I'm 100% sure that when they train, they dedicate the match that they're preparing to or for. With live fire, a lot of live fire rounds, and exercises, and that's one of the reasons why you see the constant names up there on the top, with the top 10 overall performer.
And what's fascinating about the top 10, of course, from first to the 10th place, of course, everybody's going to score over 90%. But a testament to how deep the talent that these people have. So especially in USPSA, you would see all of these champions, how good they are. And also worth noting that even a production shooter could end in top 10.
Absolutely.
Or even iron sights, like limited capacity. And still breaking into this players that have optics. So it's pure skills right there.
It is. And these, like I said, it's a very, very high level type of shooting. Where you'll make mistakes, but they're easy they're quick to correct. And they minimize all their mistakes, and they maximize all the movements and all the shooting. And then that's the result. They end in top 10.
I'll be there.
We're top 10 in locals.
Locals, right? So I just want to make sure that you guys would see how these champions perform. We're going to be showing you a couple of, some YouTube videos that we saw, yesterday, and we would want to showcase it to you guys, like Christian Seiler, of course, and JJ Racaza. He did a great job there, 3rd overall. And of course, Christian Seiler is the reigning Care Optics King. And of course, ran a near perfect match.
Damn.
With 353 A zone. 353 A zone, guys.
Just one no shoot.
And one no shoot. That's me. All right. So you mentioned about Shannon.
Yes. No, the production division champ. I know Shannon has been in the game for a minute now. Proved that iron sight shooters can still dominate under the pressure. And then
pure pedigree.
No, it's like I said, it's a tough division. We also saw some factory guns. Outfitted like optics, approved optics like Vortex. The SIG, the 3X Max. It all kind of demonstrated all their top tier performance. It doesn't require you to have a full custom race gun.
Ouch.
That's good enough, basically. It only requires, only expert hands and sharp minds.
Oh, I have a sharp mind. Well, let's talk about stages that stole the show. One stage that brought out a full spectrum of shooting styles was, I think, stage 2, which we will be.
I've seen that a lot.
You've seen that? Yeah. I saw that a couple of them too. It's actually a technical layout with I've seen this wide transition in that stage, hard leans, and demanding pace control. You'd see them how they they pace themselves when they run and stop. So I want to make sure that you guys take a look at how 5 different top tier shooters tackled this stage too.
It's a sit down stage, right? It's a seated on the chair and then gun on the table.
Yes.
Start.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to be picking some of these players who ran the same stage side by side. And, this one will remind us there's no one way to win this stage. There's a lot of ways on how to run it,
Yeah.
So let's have a quick look at this one. I think the first stage is going to be from, of course, Christian Seiler.
Yeah.
What do you see here, sir?
No, I think the quick burst to get the gun right away.
Yeah.
Get the gun up and keep shooting.
No waste of time there.
Yeah, and then I see that he went around and then made a clockwise routine or game plan.
When I was looking at him, everything from his posture to his cadence, there's a lot of confidence there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, he's top dog.
And this is what you call, entering hard. Controls that A zone, 353 A zones, right?
Yeah.
And exits with zero hesitation.
Right.
Wow.
Yep.
But for me, when I was looking, what stand out in this video, it's not just the shooting jam. It's the efficiency of every movement. Look how he broke that stage down.
Yeah.
He doesn't overrun his position and lets his sight picture guide his timing.
Yeah. No extra movement.
Yep.
And this what's kind of what stands out when I look at it too is how fast you get to the gun.
Yeah.
And he kept that gun up, kept shooting, and like I said, like you mentioned, it's all A zones.
Yeah.
His footwork kind of guided where his next one he's going to land.
Yeah. So that level of visual discipline right out of the gate is what separates a champion from everybody else, right? So kudos to you, Sir Christian. Okay,
teach us,
right?
come to Vegas and do a class.
Come on, let's do it. I'll sign up. Let's look into our second shooter. This is JJ.
Yeah, this is JJ. Yeah. It's the same. Stage breakdown that they found a lot more efficient. But JJ's light on his feet.
Yes.
If you notice that he's light on his feet, and he kind of glides on the move.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways on how to lose time, but not for this guy here.
No, yeah.
He takes the this route just directly hitting those tight targets with minimal footwork and maximum control. I like that.
Yeah, no, this is exactly how you run a mid-stage, like a pro.
Yeah, that's Boss JJ. Look at that. His third place, right?
Yeah.
Third overall.
He did.
Right?
He did. Yeah.
Awesome job there. There you go. Look at that. Whew. Wow. Okay, let's look at the JBL.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar how he shoots, but he seems so confident when he shot this stage.
Yeah. No, he's pretty accurate and aggressive on his approach.
Okay. But when I was looking at this one, there's a pure efficiency, is what you were saying.
Yeah.
The entry's tight.
Yeah. Transition
is so crisp.
Right. No, it's very little wasted movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There goes the discipline. You know what I like about that? This is what you call mechanical consistency.
Yeah.
And this can actually shave time when you run the stage. But shaving time without sacrificing accuracy, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You would see some shooters just
yeah.
And then
Well, again, and this is the 1% of type of shooters in our sport, and these are the grandmasters. So they've already nailed down basically. It's just going to be hits.
Yeah.
From that point, from one shooter to the other. If you compare Christian, JJ, and let's say JBL, all same movements. Yeah. Right. It's just the hits.
The hits. That's it. Right. Yeah. So I think you mentioned to me one thing that happened in World Shoot. Charlie just
Yeah, it'll bring you
down.
so much, places down, and
Exactly.
it's hard to come back after that.
Exactly. So again, just what you said, it's just the hits.
Yeah.
Max Michel. Let's look at this one.
Yeah, Max Michel, always the smooth and clean runs.
When I was watching this one, it was a flow focus run.
Yeah.
Seamless movement, balanced aggression, not too fast, but it's just seamless.
Yeah, no, I watched it too. You can see the experience and the years of decades of experience that comes into play whenever he breaks down a stage, and how he smoothly handles pressure and sight transitions.
That's hard, but
yeah.
When maybe people watch this one, that's easy. No, it's not.
It is not. Well, they just make it look easy, right? All the grandmasters.
The grandmasters, my God.
Yeah.
Look at that.
If you notice everything, you notice whenever they're entering that final spot, their feet is always light.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when I was looking at the ground, those are what? Hard ground?
Like pebbles.
Pebbles, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to run in this kind of ground, but they managed to anyway. Yeah. So stage 2 again, let's look into how Tom Castro did it.
Yeah. Tom, the MF Castro.
Let's look at this one. I know he's always fast.
Yeah.
Whenever I watch him, he's always fast.
Yeah.
The tempo approach, how the footwork is very confident.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's look at this one, this stage here. It is. It should be. Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. See?
All right.
That's what I was talking about. Showing the confident footwork right there.
Yeah.
So
I've always liked how Tom moves.
Yeah. Me too.
From the beginning. Look at that. It's always a burst. Yeah.
His forward pressure is constant. Of course, it's clear he's pushing the clock without losing precision. I like that.
Right.
There you go. Look at that.
Yep.
That was strong.
Yep.
That was strong.
Yeah. Right. Shout out, Tom.
So what else did we see in the national handgun?
Every time that USPSA would host, and this is why I'm looking forward to the one in September.
Yes.
Or October, the race guns,
nationals,
right? Because it just brings out the community, and
I agree.
And the camaraderie and the crowd energy is there. You could feel it. You could, this year's national wasn't just a competition. It was an experience.
Yeah.
So again, I've shot nationals a couple times, and from the moment you step in, onto the grounds, and then from the shooting center, you can see all the, the banners and whatnot, and it was an electric feeling.
The energy is always going to be there.
The energy is always
up.
Yeah,
the camaraderie. The families, some people bring their families there. Friends are going to be there.
Yeah.
Sponsors.
Yeah, I see dogs there too. So, with
I remember you were telling me about when you guys were at World Shoot.
Yeah.
How you exchange these badges.
The trinkets and jerseys and all that. Right? That's a different, again, different atmosphere. But nationals is very similar. It's more of kind of meeting some of your friends or old friends.
It's like a festival more than a match.
Yeah, it's like across the country. You get to see them because normally when we get back from any big matches, you're just focused on your area, which is obviously, our Las Vegas, whether it's Las Vegas, Southern California, Phoenix, Utah, but we never, you don't shoot a local match in the East Coast.
No, you don't.
You know, so this is the only time that you get to see them.
Exactly. So for me, even whenever we go outside Las Vegas, I always feel good to see friends shooting on their local matches.
Right,
you know,
right.
In World Shoot, you were mentioning before there were side matches, and I think here in Handgun Nationals there were side matches.
Yeah,
too,
there are like side matches that are hosted by the vendors, like you know, the Vortex Optics demo area. You know, it drew a lot of attention. You know, it lets the fans experience whether you're a competitor or not. But again, it just showcase the products. You know, SIG has a booth as well.
Yes.
Especially, I think they came out with a new. They had a new firearm that came out.
Oh, I like the P211.
Yeah,
I like
one
that.
With the ported barrel.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's.
I'm actually looking into it
for carry.
Yeah, for carry, right?
Yeah. So all of these. That's
a 2011 platform.
It is. It is. It
That's
is.
good.
It is. Yeah. All of these manufacturers offers hands-on product and demo, and you get to look at the exclusive releases. I always that's always the one that I'm always looking forward to.
Yeah.
Are like
the side events,
the side event or vendors. You know, because you get to
it's
see.
It's just like a mini shot show.
Yeah. A very mini shot show.
I think they did some live streaming as well. Of course, live streaming will always add up to the action.
Yeah.
To those people who couldn't make it, I didn't. So so social media feeds. That's we were so dependent on that one. What's happening? What's the highlight? Come on, show us something, guys, right? So behind the scene takes, of course, people, friends, families, just keep them uploading.
Families,
you would see, they're just very excited about the event.
Yeah. Even friendly trash talk squads,
shouting. Hey,
that's always part of it. Young shooters got selfies
with idols, right?
Idols,
of course. Okay. I'll do the same.
And the industry reps, mingle with the crowd and just kind of show them what they have.
I like those sponsors or companies attending to these huge events. They're being friendly, and then you can talk to them, ask them, and learn from them.
Last year there was some area there that in Alabama when we shot nationals there were some area there that you can talk to the vendors and manufacturers. I think I saw Masterpiece Arms and Mark 7 Reloading was there too, and Dylan was there, and so they have other cool stuff there too.
Yeah, the community spirit definitely was palpable. They were saying, from shared shade tents to, to cheers for clean runs and groans for steel that wouldn't fall. Oh,
especially like the Super Squad. The Super Squad, when you watch Super Squad, it's all packed in there, and it's kind of like it's kind of like watching. You could see the crowd form.
I don't know, maybe, I don't want to know. If I'm one of them, I wouldn't know what I'm going to be looking into.
Yeah.
Is it how he shot the stage? Or because I'm looking into my idol? Or, or I'm looking into something else, right? But again, it's a good energy. This was just about a place where it was about where that you're going to be competing, right? It's about a place where you shared respect, shared the efforts that put into it, and of course shared the love of the game.
Right. Yeah, no, whether you're shooting, spectating, or just soaking it all in as a somebody that'll just watch it. The camaraderie was pretty loud. And inspiring us, you can hear, gunfire from every bay
exactly
that goes,
But then again, guys, kudos to this event. I know it's not easy to put up this kind of event, but I know you guys have been doing this for the longest time. The 2025 Factory Gun National actually definitely raised the bar for USPSA competition.
Yep. It's the next ones that are coming. We're I think you and I are going to be in it. Yeah. So hopefully more prize money. And more fun on the stages, but also fan engagement. Elite competitors. These are what's coming. Like multi-guns. Coming up.
There's a lot
soon, right? And that's in July. That's going to come up soon.
Yeah.
And then race guns in October.
In fact, these are the months, until the end of the year.
Yeah.
This is where all the major competitions.
Area matches too.
Area matches,
a lot of area
state
matches,
championships, right?
across the country, state championships, sectionals.
Sectionals. We'll be going to Winnemucca end of the month.
Yes, end of the month. And also we have Utah State, and also you guys have your Team Pinoy.
Yeah, in August.
Yeah,
that's a lot, you know. But I'm actually excited. This is it, guys. So I'll be. We will be looking into all of this competition until end of the year.
And if you guys have any matches that you guys would like to share, just give us a shout out on that, and we'll look into that. Any matches that we have not shot, we'll share with you guys as well.
Of course. Yeah. So I think that's it for us today, JM.
That's it. Yeah.
So stay sharp, stay safe, by the way, guys, right? Yeah. So that's a wrap for all the shooters. If you're digging the content, lock and load and like that button, subscribe, and smash the bell so you're always in the loop.
Yep. Got something in your mind? Drop it in the comments. We're all about leveling up together. Stay focused, stay fast, and we'll see you in the range.
Until next time, stay dialed in, keep your hits in the A zone, and catch the next drop right here on Bullet Point!